Living alone in old age is often perceived as a time of newfound independence and freedom, a chapter where one can embrace solitude and explore the depths of personal growth. It offers the rare opportunity to reflect, rediscover passions, and enjoy the quiet rhythm of daily life without the demands of others. Yet, beneath this peaceful surface, there are hidden challenges that many don't immediately recognize. These challenges often go unnoticed, and before we know it, we may find ourselves grappling with feelings of isolation, loneliness, and unhealthy habits. Have you ever experienced those long, seemingly endless days when the silence feels louder than anything else? Have you found yourself struggling with day-to-day tasks, unable to muster the energy or motivation to take care of yourself? Or perhaps you faced moments where a lack of social interaction began to weigh on your spirit. These feelings of loneliness or self-doubt are not uncommon when living alone, especially during the later stages of life. But living alone doesn't have to be a journey of solitude and struggle. It can be a meaningful and peaceful time, filled with opportunities for personal growth, fulfillment, and connection. If you've ever wondered how to navigate this phase and make it more enjoyable, this article is for you. Drawing from personal experiences and the wisdom of those who have lived this path before, we'll share valuable insights and practical advice to help you avoid the pitfalls and embrace the beauty of living alone in your golden years. In this article, we'll explore some of the things to avoid, not only to prevent the loneliness and unhealthy habits that can creep in, but also to transform this time into one of vibrancy and fulfillment. Whether it's nurturing a healthy routine, staying connected with others, or embracing new hobbies, we'll provide guidance on how to turn living alone into a chance for reinvention and joy. Let's dive deeper into how you can create a lifestyle that brings peace, purpose, and the kind of self-discovery that only comes when you're truly living for yourself. It's time to make this phase of life not just bearable, but beautiful. 1. Avoid neglecting health. Living alone can sometimes lead older adults to unintentionally neglect their health. When there's no one around to remind them about taking medications, attending routine checkups, or even getting enough exercise, it's easy to fall into unhealthy habits. However, staying proactive and mindful about health can significantly help maintain independence, prevent serious health issues, and even improve overall well-being. Take Helen, for example. At 68 years old, Helen found herself in a troubling situation when she started forgetting to take her medication for high blood pressure. Initially, she didn't notice much difference, but over time, her health began to deteriorate. Feeling tired and weak, Helen realized that she needed to make a change. She decided to set a clear medication schedule using her phone's alarm as a gentle reminder. Helen also incorporated regular physical activity into her routine, starting with morning walks in the nearby park and eventually joining a light dance class for seniors. These small adjustments made a world of difference. Within just a few months, her blood pressure became more stable, and she noticed a newfound sense of energy and optimism in her life. But physical health isn't the only aspect of well-being that requires attention. Mental health is just as crucial, and many older adults living alone may experience feelings of sadness, anxiety, or even depression. It can be hard to open up about these feelings, but it's essential to seek help when necessary. For example, a 72-year-old woman, after losing the spark in her life, decided to speak with a psychologist. She had been feeling disconnected and overwhelmed by emotions she didn't know how to handle. Through therapy, she learned strategies to better manage her mental health and emotional responses. She also began to find joy again by engaging in volunteer work, where she not only contributed to her community but also formed meaningful connections with others. These steps helped her rediscover the joy in life, and over time she felt more fulfilled and at peace. 2. Avoiding loneliness and how to maintain social connections. One of the most challenging aspects of living alone in older age is the increasing risk of loneliness. As friends and family members age, move away, or pass on, seniors may find their social circles shrinking. This isolation can quickly lead to feelings of loneliness, which, if left unchecked, can negatively impact both mental and physical health. But there are many ways to keep loneliness at bay and maintain vibrant social connections, even while living alone. Consider the story of Mildred, a woman who, after the passing of her husband, struggled deeply with loneliness. Initially, she felt disconnected from the world and had difficulty finding joy in everyday activities. However, instead of succumbing to sadness, Mildred took a step toward reconnecting with others by joining a local yoga club designed for seniors. The physical exercise lifted her spirits, but it was the companionship of others that truly transformed her experience. Mildred made new friends, shared life stories, and discovered that she still had a meaningful place in her community. The yoga sessions became a safe haven for socializing, and the friendships she formed gave her a sense of belonging and purpose once again. Technology has also proven to be a powerful tool for combating loneliness. While many older adults may feel intimidated by new technology, the development of smartphones, social media, and video conferencing apps like Zoom has opened up new opportunities for seniors to stay in touch with loved ones. Take Robert, for instance. Robert, who lives far away from his children and grandchildren, initially felt disconnected from his family. However, after attending a short technology course offered by a local nonprofit, Robert learned how to use his smartphone and became familiar with video calling and social media platforms. Now he regularly video chats with his children who live abroad, and he reconnects with old friends through social media. These virtual connections have brought immense joy to his life, allowing him to maintain close relationships and feel much less isolated. 3. Avoid underestimating personal safety. When living alone in old age, personal safety becomes one of the most crucial concerns. Seniors, more than anyone, can face risks at home. Simple slips or falls can become much more serious when no one is around to offer help. The unfortunate reality is that accidents like these are far too common, and without proper precautions, they can lead to long-lasting health problems or worse. Take William, for example. One afternoon, he slipped in the bathroom and found himself unable to get back up. Luckily, he wasn't seriously hurt, but the incident left him shaken, realizing how vulnerable he had become. After discussing it with his family, William made some important changes to his home. His family installed grab bars in the bathroom and along the stairs, which made it easier and safer for him to move around. They also provided him with a personal alarm device, which could alert someone immediately if he ever found himself in a situation where he couldn't call for help. These simple safety adjustments greatly increased his confidence in living independently and offered him peace of mind. Home security is another essential factor to consider. Ensuring your home is safe from intruders and emergencies is crucial. Seniors can take advantage of modern technology by installing surveillance cameras or alarm systems. Having a regular check-in schedule with neighbors or family members can also add an extra layer of security. For example, one elderly woman made it a point to call her daughter every evening so they knew she was okay. These proactive measures go a long way in helping seniors feel safer in their homes and more confident living alone. 4. Avoid letting living space become a burden. A large home can be a blessing when you have a family or a lot of guests, but as you age and live alone, it can quickly become a burden. The physical and mental strain of maintaining a large house, including cleaning, repairs, and gardening, can take a toll on your health and well-being. The physical tasks that were once manageable may become overwhelming, and the thought of keeping up with home upkeep can cause unnecessary stress. Barbara, a 70-year-old woman, found herself in a situation just like this. After her children moved out, she continued to live in the large house where they had grown up. While she initially took pride in the space, over the years, the upkeep became exhausting. Cleaning was more difficult, and maintaining the yard and garden felt like an insurmountable task. After much consideration, Barbara made a life-changing decision. She downsized and moved to a smaller apartment within a senior community. This move allowed her to live in a more manageable space, which freed her from the constant chores and allowed her to focus on what truly mattered: her health, happiness, and social life. Not only did the smaller living space ease her physical burden, but it also opened up opportunities to make new friends and participate in community activities. Barbara shared that the move brought her newfound comfort and a sense of freedom she hadn't felt in years. For seniors who aren't ready to move, there are other options to ease the burden of home management. Hiring help for cleaning, minor repairs, or even yard work can relieve the stress of maintaining a larger space. Many seniors find that this assistance not only keeps their home in good condition, but also frees up time to enjoy other aspects of life, whether it's engaging in hobbies, spending time with family, or simply relaxing without the weight of household chores hanging over them. 5. Avoid letting finances become disorganized. Managing finances becomes even more important as people age and live alone. When living independently, older adults often find themselves navigating fixed incomes, fluctuating expenses, and rising healthcare costs. Without proper organization and planning, this can lead to financial stress, confusion, and in some cases, financial instability. Inefficient financial management can lead to missed payments, accumulating debt, or running out of resources, making the future uncertain. Take James, for example. At 65, James had always prided himself on being financially responsible. However, after some health issues, he found himself forgetting to pay bills, resulting in late fees and disorganization. The mounting stress was taking a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. Determined to regain control, James created a simple yet effective personal finance management system. He began by setting up a spreadsheet to track his monthly income and expenses, which helped him stay on top of his financial situation. To ensure important bills were always paid on time, he set up automatic payments for utilities, insurance, and credit card bills. He also made it a point to regularly check his bank statements to monitor his spending and savings. These simple changes saved James time and reduced his anxiety, allowing him to feel more secure in his financial future. For seniors who may need additional guidance, seeking financial advice from professionals is always a good option. Financial experts can help create long-term financial plans tailored to an individual's needs, assist with budgeting, and ensure that assets are protected for future security. They can also offer advice on ways to maximize retirement savings, avoid potential pitfalls, and ensure that resources last well into the later years of life. 6. Avoid losing a sense of purpose. One of the most profound challenges faced by older adults living alone is the feeling of losing a sense of purpose. After retirement or the death of a spouse, many seniors struggle to find meaningful ways to spend their time. The sudden absence of daily responsibilities can leave a void, making it easy to feel disconnected or even irrelevant. However, rediscovering a sense of purpose is entirely possible, and it can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. Ruth, at 67, found herself in this very situation. After retiring from her job, she felt a loss of direction and struggled to fill the empty hours. Rather than succumbing to boredom or frustration, Ruth decided to try something new. She signed up for a local painting class. What started as a simple hobby soon became an important part of her life. As she developed her skills, painting allowed Ruth to express her emotions, reflect on her experiences, and tap into her creative side. Over time, her artwork became more than just a pastime. It became a meaningful outlet that helped her reconnect with herself and the world around her. Ruth's passion for painting gave her a renewed sense of pride and purpose, reminding her that it was never too late to explore new interests and grow in unexpected ways. Finding a sense of purpose doesn't always require a grand activity. It can be as simple as volunteering, taking up a new hobby, joining a book club, or even mentoring younger generations. Engaging in meaningful activities, whether alone or with others, not only boosts mental and emotional well-being, but also helps older adults feel valued and connected to the world around them. 7. Avoid developing unhealthy habits. Living alone, particularly in older age, can lead to the development of unhealthy habits, often due to a lack of structure or supervision. With fewer people around to notice changes in behavior or offer reminders, it's easy to fall into routines that negatively impact health, such as irregular eating patterns, lack of exercise, or even reliance on substances for comfort. While these habits might offer short-term relief, they can lead to serious long-term consequences. Take Virginia, for example. At 70, after the passing of her husband, Virginia found herself turning to food for comfort, particularly snacking in front of the TV every evening. Initially, it seemed harmless, but over time, the habit caused her to gain weight and led to health issues like high blood pressure and diabetes. Realizing the damage this was causing, Virginia decided to make a change. She consulted with her doctor, who recommended a healthier diet and more physical activity. Virginia started walking every morning, gradually replacing unhealthy snacking with balanced meals and outdoor walks. Within months, not only did she lose weight, but her blood pressure improved and she felt more energetic and engaged in life again. Another common unhealthy habit among older adults is inactivity. After retirement, many seniors find themselves spending long hours at home, often sitting for extended periods, which can contribute to health problems like joint pain, fatigue, and even chronic conditions such as diabetes or cardiovascular disease. According to a study in Japan, older adults who do not engage in daily physical activity have a higher risk of chronic diseases and shorter life expectancy. Joseph, at 68, faced a similar issue after retiring. For a year, he didn't engage in much physical activity, and soon he began experiencing joint pain and shortness of breath. Realizing the impact of his sedentary lifestyle, Joseph decided to take action. He joined a senior running club where he started with light walking and gradually built up to running. His joint pain subsided, and he regained his energy and enthusiasm for life. Most importantly, he felt that by taking control of his health, he was adding years of quality life to his future. Substance abuse, like alcohol or tobacco use, is another significant risk for those living alone, especially when it becomes a way to cope with loneliness or sadness. While it might seem like a temporary solution, it only worsens health in the long term, increasing the risk of diseases like heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Seeking healthier alternatives is crucial. Activities such as joining social clubs, volunteering, or picking up new hobbies not only offer distraction but also bring a sense of purpose, engagement, and connection to others. Living alone in old age doesn't have to result in unhealthy habits or deteriorating health. With a proactive approach to self-care, older adults can maintain physical and mental well-being. By staying active, maintaining a healthy diet, and finding fulfilling activities, they can avoid the pitfalls of sedentary living and substance use. Embracing a healthy lifestyle not only helps improve overall quality of life, but also empowers seniors to live independently without feeling isolated or disconnected. Living alone in old age comes with its own set of challenges, from managing health and finances to dealing with feelings of loneliness and finding purpose. However, by addressing these challenges head-on and avoiding unhealthy habits, older adults can transform this stage of life into an enriching and rewarding experience. Taking steps to stay physically active, seeking help when needed, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle are key factors in making the golden years not just manageable but meaningful. With the right mindset and proactive approach, it's entirely possible to live independently, yet not alone, and embrace the full potential of this chapter in life.